So now what I'm going to do is start constructing this dovetail joint here. And I'm going to start with this portion that is 46 degrees and 9/16. And this is going to be typical, or TYP is what you'd see in this was spelled out here. So the way that I'll do that is I will go ahead and I will take the line tool and I'll start at the top here. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And I will come down 9/16 of an inch. So that is going to be 0.5625. Point my mouse in the direction I want to go and type in 0.5625 and press enter. And there's the line. Now I don't need this dimension here. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. So then what it's told me is if I start here and I go up, it is going to be 46 between the two portions. So what I have to do then is take 180 degrees minus 46 and then divide that by 2. So that'll give me, if you do the math here, 67 degrees. So I'm just going to come up, and I'm not going to worry about hitting that line, but I'm going to come up and make sure that the angle is at 67 degrees, and then I'll hit escape. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and type in mirror. Press enter. Let's select the object that we just made. Press enter, and from the base point, we'll just mirror it. All right, and then what I'll do is I'm going to type in trim. And what I'm going to do is trim below and to the right and left. And what I need to do first is select the objects here. All right. And press enter, and then go ahead and trim this. So below, and then we want to create this void here. So we don't need this object. We can just delete that in a moment. All right, and below, I can zoom in as I do this if this helps. All right, we can go ahead and delete that line. Delete that line here. Actually, we'll keep that right there. Okay, so now what we'll do is mirror this. And let's just get these dimensions out of here. So I'll type in mirror. And what I'll do is I'll just do each line individually. Press enter. Now I want to keep that here so I can bring this down. And since I've already typed in mirror, I can just push enter again, select the object, and we'll do the same thing this time around, and press enter again, select the object, and I think you can see what we're doing here. Press enter, and we'll do the same on the other side. Now I could probably cut and paste. It might be a little easier, but this is easier for me to conceptualize here. Press enter again, press enter one more time, and I just keep pressing enter because I'm not changing the tool function. Press enter again, select the object. I'm always hitting either the triangle here or the line. And one last time, select the object. And you can see that we are slowly but surely making these dovetail joints. All right, so now we know what we want to keep here. We know what we want to get rid of. So what I can do now is just go ahead and delete the boxes and then delete the horizontal and vertical lines. So delete, and we don't need these anymore. Okay, now we'll keep everything else here for now. And we will simply construct this with a line tool. Come over to the end, escape. And you want to build this just like I'm building this. And it's very important that these lines are going to the next point. Otherwise, we won't be able to region this. And take this one and go over. And I'll take this end and I'll snap it. And the same thing here. Bring this line up. Now I'm not going to region this yet, but we should probably look at this a little bit more detail here. And there's a line underneath here that we can just go ahead and get rid of. Hit delete. Okay, so we're getting there. All right, so we're going to want to mirror the dovetail joints to the other side at this point. Now I noticed that I probably shouldn't have deleted the one side, so what I'm going to do is just take this line, because if I mirrored it right now I'd be mirroring it around a piece that's been shortened. And let's just reconstruct this and type in 9.75 going straight down. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll select the entire bottom row and we'll type in mirror first, M-I-R-R-O-R, enter. Select this entire bottom row, press enter, find the midpoint, come across, mirror, and then we're going to have to clean all this up now. So a couple ways you can do it. You can manually do this, or let's just go ahead, this side is fine. Let's go ahead and we'll just trim this side. So type in trim, enter, and we're going to get rid of, actually, sorry, TRIM. Select the entire area, press enter, and get rid of the pieces we don't want. Sometimes you have to double click it. Okay. Now if this all worked, we should be able to just type in region. But what we'll do before we region this is I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to copy it because I'm going to use this as a template for the other portion of this. Okay, so now we have a copy made. Type in region, select everything, and press enter. Now if it doesn't region, make sure you go back and snap all the little pieces together. So we've regioned it. Now we'll go ahead and extrude this. Select the object, press enter, type in 0.375 for 3/8 of an inch, and then let's go ahead and look at it. We are going to need to rotate this, but we can probably do that later here. So let's go ahead and look at this in 3D and make sure that everything is there. All right, so there we go. And so we've actually created what will be the top and the bottom piece.